And guys, to our third and final simulation stream, week 15. We pumped out week 15 here today with 3 games. We're going to recap the season coming up after this, guys. But or not the season, but week 15. We're going to preview week 16, and we have come to Monday Night Football here in the RXFL between the Pittsburgh Sting and the London Bulldogs. So this is a divisional game here. We saw these two teams play earlier. They're not catching the Monarchs here, the Bulldogs and the Sting. Still an outside shot at the postseason. So this is a pretty important game. And when you look at it here, you got 3 teams in the American Conference. The Armadillos, the Monarchs, the LA Kiss. After that, the Redwoods took a brutal loss. So they're at 8-6. And there's an opportunity if they fall apart. The Lancers, the Huskies, there's still 3 open spots. It's a lot less crowded than what the National Conference is. So for this game between number 20 and number 19, it could have big playoff implications. Like there is still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams alive for the postseason here on the American Conference side. So you look at it, you got 2 teams that kind of coming into this one a 5-7-1, and 5-8. You might think, not that great, but there's a lot of potential for this one to be a pretty important battle. Now, we just had our Patreon exclusive Sunday Night Football game just a couple of moments ago. Another playoff contenders matchup between the Atlanta Dirty Birds and the Chicago Cougars that, boy, oh boy, they really started to light the scoring up here in that one towards the end. So it was a pretty exciting game. We do encourage you guys to check that out. It is going to be archived. It will not be uploaded here on YouTube, although you will get a YouTube link, an unlisted link, so you'll be able to check it out on YouTube any way you can. You know what? Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's put them in some yellow. Let's give them a yellow helmet here. Should we just go with the all yellow? Should we go for the Pittsburgh Sting in all yellow look here just to switch it up? So do check that game out at patreon.com/TBSports27. That is up there as we speak. If you're watching along with us here on YouTube, we're really appreciative to have you aboard here. We'd appreciate if you hit the subscribe button and you hit the thumbs up as well to help us out with the YouTube algorithm. We continue to look at this, the mustard yellow. We can try and move up the ranks here on YouTube. We're trying to hit our ultimate goal of 1,000 subscribers. So help us meet that goal. If you could subscribe and give us a little thumbs up action, we would appreciate it. As well, if you're watching along with us on Twitch, we would appreciate a little follow as well, as we still have about 20% of the followers on Twitch that we do subscribers on YouTube. So if you want to catch the action live as we do it live on Twitch. We upload it on YouTube. And if you want to support the channel in any way that you can, we would appreciate if you check out our Patreon page. Now, if you're watching live on Twitch, we have our Ko-Fi links and PayPal as well. So if you throw a little tip our way, we will shout you out. We'll read your name and your comment on air. But if you want to check out a lot of the bonus content, including that RXFL game that we just streamed on Sunday night between the Dirty Birds and the Cougars, Brady versus Marino, that game is up at patreon.com/TBSports27. Uploading a lot of great content. We're starting to drop a lot of the content too from YouTube there early on, because we're about 2 months ahead of schedule as we stream on Twitch. So if you guys want to get some of the stuff early, we're dropping it. Our Scribblenauts playthrough went up about 2 months early with 22 minutes of bonus action. So a little thank you to some of our current Patreon subscribers. Thank you to mega fans Justin Russell, Mr. Maple, Jonathan Harrigan, and Ultra fan K Duckman. So it's December time. It's Pittsburgh. It's cold, and the playoff hunt is heating up between the Pittsburgh Sting and the London Bulldogs. The Sting in all yellow here. Second battle between these two teams. First time in Pittsburgh. Let's sit back, relax, and see how this one goes out. I'm going to be jumping in from time to time and offering my comments here or there. I'm going to be any kind of big play. I'm keeping an eye on the game. But any kind of big play, I'm going to be jumping in and giving my thoughts with that. I'll probably check in at halftime, and I'll check in at the end of the game. Then we're going to recap Week 15. We're going to get ready for Week 16 and all the big action to come. Playoffs in the RXFL right around the corner, guys. Enjoy it. Pittsburgh Sting, London Bulldogs here in prime time.
And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Campbell. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well, look now at our starting defense. And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw here. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now back to throw, and this one complete to Reed. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Last stop.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He hits White, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And they'll try the jet sweep here. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Smith, and an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On the ready. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Into the red zone now. Manning. He's got his man Cruz. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Manning. Complete to Newsom. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Ready?
Shotgun now for Manning. The quick slant caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Check the outs.
They'll run on first down. It's Campbell. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the draw, this is Campbell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
We got this.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch left.
7-7, our score after 1.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
58, right there. I got you, son.
2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tighten down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Ready? 70, Indy. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to get that back to Allen, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down.
There's a little bit of defense.
I just want to say hello to Lava Man 5021 in the chat. I was trying to say hey to you, but Twitch is not allowing me to send. I've shut the app. I've rebooted. I've tried to say hey Lava Man for like 10 minutes. So if you're still watching, I just want to say hello and I'm here, but I cannot send any messages. Classic, but just want to say hello Lava Man. Appreciate you jumping by, and we got a good old tie game here.
Keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense.
From the 29, Madden. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Ready?
59, Mike. Check, 59. Here we go.
A first down carry for Smith. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Let's go. And Tucson.
Choose the mic. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Manning. They'll set up the screen to Smith. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Mike, Check. 59.
Here we go, D. Fight.
To throw on third down. Manning. He's got Cruz complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the set.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm coming after you.
Shoot.
On first down, Smith. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. Third and long. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Bring it up.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll look to throw.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you, boy.
Looking to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know you felt that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with a big man, Campbell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up to throw. Past the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Move. Hey.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing again on 2nd down. Manning. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It's complete to Cruz. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st down, Manning. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 60 or.
Get ready.
Manning now on 1st down. That's complete to Smith. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Your trip is here.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Manning. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Tucker's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just
TV
before
Sports
halftime, so leave very
checking
little
in
time on the
with
clock.
you guys. And we're near halftime. And it looks like it's going to be a tie game going into the break here. And a pretty interesting battle here. Again, another game between two teams fighting for the playoffs, much like the Dirty Birds and the Cougars. And all three of our games that we've streamed here today have been pretty tightly contested. This one looking like it's no different. So Luckman and the Sting are going to take the kneel down. And we're going to see what happens here in the second half. Is it going to be Peyton Manning and company pulling together to the Sting get the win here over the London Bulldogs? We got a tightly contested, hard-hitting battle here between the Bulldogs and the Sting. So let's get to the coach's halftime report and see what we got here. The pretty exciting second half I think we got still to come.
We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They'll run on first down. Smith. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Complete to Newsom. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Manning. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
58, right over there. Right, 58.
They run the counter. Campbell. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Campbell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And we are all tied at 16 apiece. That's another field goal, his 3rd of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but does bring them level now.
I like how you put that in there. It brings them level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on 4th down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
Let's go!
So here are visitors to take over on offense.
Ready? 60 or.
50, use the mic. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Here we go.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
You ready?
Mike, watch Mike, watch Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Again, it's Smith. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
18 Gator. 52. Hey, check.
Throwing is Manning on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Manning. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
3 down.
To throw again, Manning. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
Down. 70, Indy.
It's going to be a long day.
Throwing on first down is Manning. That's complete to White. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Manning. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He hits White, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Manning. He's got his man Cruz. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
All right, guys, checking back in. We are headed to the 4th quarter, and the game remains a tight one. Somebody's season comes to an end in 1 quarter's time. Is it going to be the team that everyone thought was going to run away to an RXFL championship in the London Bulldogs? Are they going to cling on to their season, or is it going to be the Pittsburgh Sting? 16-16. Let's see what Peyton Manning does. 3rd and 2. Hey, he's lined up in the gun. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Emmitt Smith walks it in, and now the pressure goes on the hometown Pittsburgh Sting. How do they respond?
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Tucker now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught. It's Miller.
Hustle, hustle.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Let's hit, boys.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come on.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. And Allen's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
That's our ball, baby. Going the other way.
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now a play fake. Manning. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week. But maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Hey, that's all day, baby. You're sacked.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now with Smith. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The offense on 3rd down tonight. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. It's caught. This is White. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Keep doing you, boy.
From 13 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll drop to throw. Completes it to Quick. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Campbell making the catch. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. Have him protect you.
And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Just like that. Just like that.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The offense on third down tonight.
All right, guys, jumping in here for the last 2 minutes of this game with you on Monday night. And as you can see, the London Bulldogs, they've clearly pulled away. That's a beautiful shot. Look at the city of Pittsburgh in the background. Yeah, the London Bulldogs, you saw the stats a couple of moments ago. Peyton Manning, I mean, what the heck can he say? One of the better stat lines of his season here this year. I mean, near perfect completion percentage, the touchdowns, the interceptions. He took the sack right there. So we're going to see Sid Luckman is going to come on, and he's got to try to get 2 scores in 2 minutes.
It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
How many drives does Sid Luckman have in his career? Luckman goes old school, man.
This offense makes their way back out. NFC playoff race time. We give you a look at what's going on there.
NFL championships 1940, 41, 43, 46. He would like to get another.
I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout,
All right, and Luckman doesn't have a bad completion percentage either. You look at it, you know.
and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Out of the gun now on third down.
Oh my goodness, and Luckman just underthrew that one because he had a wide open receiver, and Luckman knows that he had a wide open receiver head down the sidelines. And Luckman, oh my goodness, that is a touchdown waiting to happen. I mean, good hops there, but a little more air under that one, and the Pittsburgh Sting gets 7. Oh my goodness, a heartbreaker here as the Sting are going to watch their season go up in smoke. Get the fly swatter out. The Sting are done. A heck of a comeback, much like we were complimenting the Chicago Cougars in our Patreon exclusive Sunday Night Football. Luckman, unfortunately, is going to end the playoff hopes of the Pittsburgh Sting with 2 pretty bad passes. So the all-yellow didn't do the trick. And boy, oh boy, I mean, they were a team that started off pretty awful as well. And they were able to work their way back into the season and make it where even in Week 15, they had an outside shot at this thing. So congratulations to the London Bulldogs as their season remains alive. They still got a lot of work to do, but they're on the right side of things here. And for the Pittsburgh Sting, they're going to try to ride this out as strongly as they can. But stay tuned, guys. If you're watching on Twitch, we're going to be back with our Week 15 recap and our Week 16 preview. We are 2 weeks away from the postseason, guys. I hope you like it. There's going to be a lot of RXFL football coming on the channel, because when it gets to postseason time, I'm going to want to know who the heck gets the playoffs. I'm going to be ready to go. So you're going to be seeing a lot of RXFL. But the RXFL performs pretty well. It has some hit or miss games, but it's been performing well. I'm a little surprised again. Tears of the Kingdom, the second episode just dropped today as we were streaming this on Twitch, and it did not perform too well. So, whew. And K Duckman's Ultra Fan streams as well did not have too good of a performance in their early endeavors. But the last couple of RXFL games have performed pretty well, so hopefully this one will continue to be the same. And wanted to go ahead and knock out Week 15 with you guys. So we did a little computer simulation, but we're going to be playing a lot of these games down the stretch, and we're going to play every game in the postseason for sure.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a...
What is Charles Davis talking about right now?
So for London, the win form is number 6 on the year, and they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
All right, guys, if you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned. Week 15 recap and Week 16 preview coming your way. If you're watching on YouTube, tomorrow is when you're going to want to tune in, and you guys are going to get that recap. As always, hit the follow button if you're watching with us here on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and do check out patreon.com/TBSports27. We're going to go over all the scores, preview Week 16, and take a look at the standings as the playoffs right around the corner. We'll see you guys tomorrow on YouTube.